All right, more breaking news coming in. Rahul Gandhi has expressed condolences. He said, and I quote, "The news of the deaths and injuries to many others in the fire at Coaching Center in Lucknow is deeply saddening. I express my deepest condolences to all the bereaved families and hope for their speedy recovery of the injured as well." President Murmu has also expressed grief on the Lucknow fire. She posted, "The news of the deaths of numerous people in the horrific fire accident that occurred in Lucknow is extremely heartbreaking. I express my heartfelt condolences to the bereaved families. I pray for the swift recovery of the injured," was conveyed by President Draupadi Murmu. All right, Mr. Rao is still with us on the broadcast. Mr. Rao, I hope you can hear me, sir. Okay. Dr. Harish Tripathi also with us. Dr. Harish Tripathi, what's supposed to be done here now? Right, these lives are lost. This particular site is also going to get shut down. What happens next? Are our construction standards and our fire safety standards likely to go through an overhaul just because of this tragedy?
Actually, I have been telling in our country what happens. There are two kind of situations. One is that the plots or areas that belong to authorities where a lot of all kind of rules have been followed, and then there are situations where less rules are followed, and suddenly we are not in a position to go away with those developments. So even in Delhi fire when happened, then this was discussion that whatever premises are there with this situation where fire can occur, they should be audited and remedies should be provided to them. What kind of in case of fire, what kind of systems they can use, and most important thing is they can save lives. And I give example of New York. If you visit New York, you will see that on the road from the buildings there are ladders that are hanging, and in which they can be used in case of fire. So they have thought of some situation, some solution. Because those buildings were not constructed in ideal situations. So in our case also, I'm not sure, because to me, if I see the pictures, I can see that there might not be to fire staircase in this situation, or maybe single staircase is there and glass facade is there. So if there is fire, obviously people are clueless what to do. So in this situation, government should, they must do audit of the buildings, all the buildings, and not that if somebody is not able to follow it, or they have not followed as per rules, so they should be just dismantled. Best thing is to give them remedy, give them solution. Okay, this is the situation, but in case of any kind of untoward situation, this is how you will save yourself, or you will save the lives. So that should be the act of government or the authorities.
Okay. Joyita, well, it's difficult to, analyze a situation like this where 14 people have lost their lives. But do you think that, we'll get to the bottom of what the actual problem is when it comes to these blueprints, these illegal coaching centers, the hand-in-hand administrative corruption that also goes on, where fire safety norms are thrown to the wind?
Well, I don't know whether this coaching center is illegal or not, because if you remember what happened in Delhi, that Rouse fire incident, and not fire, that waterlogging incident, that coaching center was not illegal. Okay, and I'm certain, given that this coaching center is operating publicly like that, I'm certain this is also not illegal. But I think the problem is that, you see, when it comes to accountability, when it comes to instilling some sense of, inspection when it should happen, this is individual at the level of the ground. The inspectors there should be regular inspections of all commercial buildings, if you ask me. Just the way there are health inspectors for eateries, not that they really do any work. Regular inspection at the at the ground level, that is something extremely important. And obviously, I mean, there has to be stringent rules. If you are violating fire safety norms, sorry, there will be action, there will be police action against you, unless and until that is instilled in public's mind. And the whole problem is these owners of these coaching centers and the police and the people who are supposed to do the inspection, sometimes they're often hand in glove, or sometimes they just don't do their work. So the only thing is that, and then if you remember what happened to this particular fire incident at Malviya Nagar, the hotel, they were it was a legal hotel, but they had done a lot of illegal work inside, in terms of, I think, 5 rooms or something like that was supposed to be there. They had built some 26 or something like that. So obviously, the inspection at the ground level is failing. There has to be adherence to rule of law.